Good evening and welcome to the Music and Spirit service at All Souls Interfaith Gathering for Sunday, April the 5th. We are so glad that you have joined us during this time. Over the past week, I've had telephone calls and Zoom conversations with many of you who are grappling with this time. I've talked with some of you whose friends have become ill with the virus. I've also talked with others who live in communities where people have perished. And during all of these conversations, it's become very clear to me that one common thread is the importance of our spiritual connection in the All Souls community. And we think it's very important to keep that connection alive. So we're especially happy that you've chosen to join us for this service. And I want to share with you a few more opportunities to remain connected with All Souls in the coming week. First of all, on Wednesday evening at 7:30, we have a new meditation group being led by John Howe. And this is really an opportunity for you to deepen your meditation practice on Wednesday night. On Thursday evening, our men's group is now convening weekly on Zoom, and this is an opportunity for men to gather and share deeply and to discuss topics of common interest. Next Sunday is Easter Sunday, and I will be leading a meditation on the Zoom platform at 9 a.m. Following that, our Easter service, our Music and Spirit service, will be on YouTube at 11 o'clock a.m. All of the links for these opportunities are at the very top of our homepage, and you can find that page at allsoulsinterfaith.org. We hope you'll join us for any or all of those opportunities to connect. As an interfaith gathering, we have a deep commitment to honoring interfaith understanding and dialogue, and this week we are honoring the observance of Passover, which begins on Wednesday, April the 8th. And we're delighted to have with us this evening Rabbi Jan Saltzman. Rabbi Jan was ordained in 2010 by the Alliance for Jewish Renewal. And she is the founder of Congregation Ruach HaMakom, and she is a good friend of All Souls. Just recently, we took a group from All Souls to celebrate Shabbat there in the old north end of Burlington and had a wonderful time of fellowship. So we're delighted to welcome Rabbi Jan back to All Souls. Also with us this evening is Raphael Groten. Raphael will be leading us in just a few moments in singing together, Gathered Here. Now, I invite you to join me in a spirit of contemplation as we hear this evening's opening words. And these words come from Gordon Watanabe. When our goal is to merely tolerate ambiguity, we eliminate the learning in not knowing what to do. Uncertainty drives us to ask questions, to seek new understanding, and ultimately to discover a creative new beginning. Anytime we are in transition and have not yet settled into our new reality, when we are on the threshold between what was and what is to be, we are in liminality. The not knowing of liminality, of that in-between place, is a very creative and powerful place to be. And so may we join together this evening in this service and experience together this place of creation and power.
From what is our world built? In Judaism, the word love is ahava, yeah? But it is an aspect of the sfirot of chesed. Chesed, unbounded loving kindness. It's balanced in Kabbalah by the attribute of Gevurah, boundaries and making good judgments. But we don't avoid talking about love because love is a powerful force. In the Hebrew Bible, love and compassion is the foundation for all the laws, for all the rules, even though it's sometimes hard to discern that if you just read the plain meaning of the text. But our tradition definitely discerns that. So Psalm 89, verse 3, we learn the words Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Olam in the biblical Hebrew means forever and ever, the world, everything that is created. It will come later to mean a sense of time and in the future, but in the Bible, it means the whole world. Chesed, unbounded loving kindness. Yibaneh, we will build. Olam chesed yibaneh, adonai, adonai, adonai. Olam chesed yibaneh, adonai, adonai, adonai. Olam chesed yibaneh, adonai, adonai. Olam chesed yibaneh, yadadai, yadai, yadadai. I will build this world from love, yadadai, yadai, yadadai. And you must build this world from love. Yadadai, yadai, yadadai. And if we build this world from love, yadai, 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 then God will build this world from love. Yadadai, yadai, yadadai. So embedded in this psalm is our partnership with the Holy One of Being, creating chesed here in the human realm through justice, through caring, through compassion. And insofar as we do that, Yud-Heh Vav-Heh, the Holy One of Blessing, the source, the connection of life, the way that everything is all strung together, we are joined with that. Olam chesed yibaneh, adlai, adlai, adlai. Olam chesed yibaneh, adlai, adlai, adlai. Olam chesed yibaneh, adlai, adlai, Olam chesed yibaneh, adlai, adlai, adlai. I will build this world from love. Yadlai, adlai, adlai. And you must build this world from love. Yadlai, adlai, adlai. And if we build this world from love, yadlai, adlai, chesed yibane, Adonai, Adonai, Adonai. Olam chesed yibane, Adonai, Adonai, Adonai. Olam chesed yibane, Adonai, Adonai. Olam chesed yibane, Yadlai, Yadlai, Yadlai.
Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Spirit, draw near. Spirit, draw near.
Hi everyone, it's Kimberly. I came to All Souls because I know some of you want to see the view. I'm going to light our chalice in a moment, but first a quote from Parker Palmer. He's a famous educator and spiritual man, social activist, and sort of social change maker. He said that, "I know myself to be a person of weakness and of strength, of liability and of giftedness, of darkness and of light. And I know that to be whole means to reject none of it and to embrace all of it." So I light our chalice today with that intention, bringing wholeness to all parts of ourselves, the wind, all parts of ourself in collective darkness and collective light. May we embrace all of it within each other and within ourselves.
We learned from Psalm 16 that the yearning is to be placed in front of or near Yud He Vav He, which is the four-letter name of the Holy One that cannot be pronounced. So one of the things in the Jewish tradition is that we are playful with our letters, because every letter, according to tradition, is a face of God. And so we play around with the letters. And so one way that we play, holy play, with the letters for the God, Yud He Vav He, is we rearrange the letters. So we come up with a word named Havaya. The word for love in Hebrew is Ahava, 3 syllables of such great relaxing expression. Ahava. Shaviti Adonai Linegdi Tamid. Shaviti Avaya Linegdi Tamid. Shaviti Havaya Linegdi Tamid. Havaya, Havaya, Havaya. Ahava, Ahava, Ahava. Havaya, Havaya, Havaya. Ahava, Ahava, Ahava. Shaviti Havaya Linegdi Tamid. Shaviti Havaya Linegdi Tamid. Avaya, Havaya, Havaya. Ahava, Ahava, Ahava. Havaya, Havaya, Havaya. Ahava, Ahava, Ahava. Shaviti Havaya Linegdi Tamid. Shaviti Havaya Linegdi Tamid. Havaya, Havaya, Havaya. Ahava, Ahava, Ahava. Havaya, Havaya, Havaya. Ahava, Ahava, Ahava.
Hello, my friends. I had to change venues because my telephone ran out of storage. So now I'm recording this on a Zoom and hoping this all works out. So a few words from Torah. This week's Torah portion is from Leviticus. And for many of you, you know that the Jewish people read the whole scroll. It takes us a year to read it. We read a next section throughout the year. And this week we are in the second reading of the book of Leviticus. And one thing you might ask yourself is, why is the book of Leviticus in the center of the scroll? So one answer is because the whole book of Leviticus, which is one of my favorite books of Torah, although I can say that about every book of Torah, is that it's the question that the book of Leviticus is asking is, how do we keep our fingers in the plug? In other words, how do we create a holy place, a sanctuary, where we can go and feel connected on the deepest and highest level with all of creation? So, of course, the Hebrew Bible is going to use the word God, the Yud, He, Vav, He, the name of God that cannot be pronounced. And for, there's lots and lots of different names for the what I call the G word, but for efficacy, we'll just use the word God. And so Leviticus is about creating altars, an altar with a fire that we can bring our offerings to. Side note, Jews don't use the word sacrifice. That is comes from the Latin, and so it's the real word in the Hebrew Bible is olah. We make an olah. We make that which will go up. And what are we referring to? It's the smoke of the offering will go up to God once it's placed on the altar, and the God enjoys a reach nichoach, a sweet smell of the offerings. The offerings are both animals and also grains and also incense. Some of the animals that are barbecued there are burned completely up in smoke. Some of them are shared with the priests, and some of them are shared by both the person offering and the priest. So it's a multivaried experience. So in this week's Torah portion, we learn the tzav, the mitzvah that we need to connect with is Eish tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo tichbeh. That's Leviticus 6, verse 6. And the verse says, make for me an altar with a fire, a continual fire, a fire that will burn continually. That's the first part of the phrase. And then the second part of the phrase, as if to drive the point home, says, and make sure that the fire doesn't go out. So one could ask, why does it say, make me a continually burning fire? Wouldn't we already know that we had to make sure that it didn't go out? No, it tells us these two things. Make a continually burning fire and make sure it won't go out. So what is it to create a flame that will burn forever? That gets tended by the Levitical priests in order to receive the offerings. We can understand the idea of a flame. That's a pretty universal symbol, right? The flame, it's a source of life, it's a source of light. It is the electrical charge that is within each cell. We get the image of fire. But what is it to tend a fire in order that it doesn't go out, in order to create that meeting place between the humans and the God, the place that the actual experience of reciprocity occurs? So, how do we do this? I want to offer from this week's experience that, my goodness, we are all feeling like our fires have been interrupted, right? Like all those places where we would connect with people, where we could tend the fires together of relationships, of friendships, of work relationships, of taking kids to where they go during the day, the relationships that are kindled while they're in school between the teachers. All of these places that were our places to connect, they were our places where we maintain the fire of relationship, have been completely dismantled, except for one place. What I'm experiencing when I go down for my daily walk down to the lake, or maybe my bike right now, is that people are keeping their proper distance, but we're looking at each other's faces more. We are looking into each other's eyes. We are smiling at each other. We are all sharing a life right now. And we kindle the fire of connection every time we look into each other's eyes. It's truly a profound moment. So each time you come upon another human being, And every time you look into that other human being's eyes, or maybe into a dog's eyes, or maybe your cat's eyes, or even hearing the sound of birds that is emerging, every time you make that connection, you yourself are helping to maintain a fire that needs to burn continually. You are adding your own log to that fire by the connection that you're making between human beings, even though it sure feels like it's shattered. So I want to bless us all with this increased opportunity to look at that chance every time you see another human being, to feel like you're kindling a fire of connection and establishing the place of reciprocity. Now, what kind of offerings were being brought to the holy fire this week, in this week's Torah portion? The first one that it talks about is the offering of wholeness. Not all offerings had to do with feeling like things had messed up and you needed to make everything good again. No, the first ones that are mentioned are the offerings of thanksgiving and of wholeness. What a beautiful thing to learn this week, right? Every time I bring my offering, my glance into another human being's eyes, I'm offering it with a sense of gratitude and humility. That's my source of connection with each of us. That's the real fire, the fire that makes a reach nichoach, makes a beautiful smell. It's the offerings of generosity and of wholeness and of gratitude that are what sustains us on this altar with a fire that will continually burn and which we must make sure never goes out. So where is our source of strength? Ideally, it is the people with whom we associate, with whom we connect, in the very depths of the relationship between each other. We are living in a time, of course, where our connections with and between each other are in a very different format, but that does not by any means mean that they are not real. We will be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and weep the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change, alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change, alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. Now, with all the best harmonies you have. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and weep the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love.
Now is a time of meditation and prayer. So I want to encourage everyone, if they would like to, they can grab a candle, or if they can, you can get into a seat if you want a specific seat that you want to get into. We'll just start off just all closing our eyes, sinking in within. Noticing the breath. And noticing what's going on in our heart. So bringing attention to the heart. Passover is often a time of, contraction and expansion. So I think of the heart and how it has times of contraction and expansion. That's the beat of the heart. So just notice the places within you that sort of feel maybe contracted or separate, and then notice the feelings of wholeness still within. And then if you can tune your attention into actually the collective, the whole picture beyond yourself, the things that feel separate right now in our world, and the things that feel whole. So again, bring your attention there and merge those two together as one. Separate and whole. Broken and mended. And you can bring in prayers at this time. So if you have specific prayers that you want to say out loud, or you can say them in your heart, or even sing them if you want to sing them. Bring your prayers for people, for places. And I want to thank you all for your continued prayers and your light and your darkness, all of it, all of your feelings. I really appreciate this time. I think we're powerful together when we do prayer. I think we're powerful alone when we do prayer. I think prayer is powerful. So normally this is the time where we'd go into our offering and we'd pass the basket around, but because I'm outside and you're all not here, I just want to remind everyone that if you go to our website, right below on most of the screens it says donate. So I just want to give a shout to please donate if this is meaningful to you. And I'd love to read our offering blessing. So normally what we do is we take our money, or you could just pretend and take something dear you want to hold. And we hold it and we say, divine love that is me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give. So may it be so that we all have everything we need. We live in abundance. I'm thinking specifically of right now in the need for medical equipment. I'm thinking of abundant supplies of masks and ventilators, all that we need to take care of each other and to take care of ourselves. With this I pray.
Building on the teaching from this week's Torah portion, to create a place of prayer, a place that we can go to make that connection and establish reciprocity, to build a fire that will never go out. Yah is the name of God. Hallelujah. Yeah. Praise God, right? Yah is the simplest, non-gendered, just the purest name of that holy place of connection. Yah, make me a house of prayer. I want to see your face, I want to see your face. Yah, make me a house of prayer. I want to see your face, I want to see your face. Let the fire on my altar never burn out. May the fire on my altar never burn out. May the fire on my altar ever burn out. Make me a house of prayer. May the fire on my altar never burn out. May the fire on your altar never burn out. May the fire on the altar never burn out. Make me a house of prayer. Lord, make me a house of prayer. I want to see your face, I want to see your face. Yah, make me a house of prayer. I want to see your face, I want to see your face. May the fire on the altar never burn out. May the fire on the altar never burn out. May the fire on the altar never burn out. Make me a house of prayer. May the fire on the altar never burn out. May the fire on the altar never burn out. May the fire on the altar never burn out. Make me a house of prayer. Yah, make me a house of prayer. I want to see your face, I want to see your face. Yah, make me a house of prayer. I want to see your face, I want to see your face. May the fire on my altar never burn out. May the fire on my altar never burn out. May the fire on my altar never burn out. Make me the house of prayer. May the fire on my altar never burn out. May the fire on my altar never burn out. May the fire on my altar never burn out. Make me a house of prayer.
This evening's closing words come from the Tao Te Ching, chapter 47, and I'm reading this evening from a translation by Stephen Mitchell. Without opening your door, you can open your heart to the world. Without looking out your window, you can see the essence of the Tao. The more you know, the less you understand. The Master arrives without leaving, sees light without looking, achieves without doing a thing. In the week to come, may you arrive in a place of peace and understanding, opening your heart to the world. Many blessings.